Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at a whole bunch of AliExpress bootlegs I got for around $3 each, and we're going in game order. So let's start off with Chica. Okay, so boom, we got Chica here, and right before I get into the review, I did change this cupcake out here. So the actual plush is stitched together, but I did put a magnet in the hand, so that it does not come like that. I put that myself. But if you buy this one, which I will put the link in the description, if you buy this one, it will be stitched on. So I'll start off with the facial features. These nice eyebrows, just like Sanchi. Same thing with the things. All these have a clip, by the way. You can cut the clip off, but I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, so the eyes, so they are Sanchi eyes. You can tell these are very heavily inspired by Sanchi, considering Chica looks exactly like the Sanchi one. And also, the eyes, just like Sanchi, there is a plastic insert inside the eye, and you can rotate it. So if you look at my posts, you can see my first one had Chica's, this eye was looking that way and this eye was looking that way. But then my second post, I just switched these two. So you can switch the eyes around. So like boom. Like if you get a bug-eyed one, you can just kind of fix the eyes a little bit. Okay, so that was Chica. So let's get on to Shadow Freddy, because I believe he's the next in game order. So boom. Don't think I said my ranking, but I think Chica is a 10 out of 10. I like that one more than the Funko one. But now let's get on to Shadow Freddy. So I actually do have a Shadow Freddy plush to compare this to. So let's take a look at both. So starting off, the actual color here is a lot lighter than the color here. Because, well, I don't know why. But as you can tell, all these plushes are shorter than the Funko ones. But like, let's take a look at like their hat. So their hat, this one, it seems like it's a lot wider and shorter. And also their eyebrows, it looks like they didn't scale the eyebrows, because it looks like these are the same like size eyebrows, which is kind of weird, because why would you have the same like sized eyebrows for both of them? All of them do have a plastic nose, except for Chica, because she doesn't have a nose. So it's pretty nice. They use the same material for the bow tie, whereas they use a similar material. I won't say it's the same. It has the same like texturing, but this one's like shiny. Take a look at the back. It's the same. So it looks like they took the pattern from a Funko plush, and you'll see that later on with some other plushes I show. But it does seem like they took the pattern from these plushes and they made them smaller. But I'm pretty sure what they did with Freddy is they just didn't make the eyebrows smaller, and that's why it looked like that. So moving into game order, I'm pretty sure the nightmares are next. So let's get into the nightmares. Boom, the nightmares. So on the listing you can get Nightmare Foxy too, but I didn't get him because I'm poor. But let's take a look at these three. So let's start off with the worst looking one, Freddy. So I don't know, something's wrong about him. His face doesn't look right. His face does not look right, but it is. So let's take a look. So its body is the exact same scarring from Funko, and the same exact on the back. I know that because I used to have a Nightmare Freddy plush. So the bow tie is also the same material that they use for the actual one. These teeth, I'm not sure what these teeth are. The teeth, they seem to be a different material than Funko uses, but they look like the same material, so I'm not sure if it's just they felt different since when I was younger. But I'm pretty sure these are either the same or a very, very close kind of fabric. Let's look. So the scarring here, it's accurate to the Funko one. The nose is off-centered though. The eyes, like once again, are rotated. And then my specific one, the hat has a chip right here. So I think they messed up like the cutting and the manufacturer. Oh no, so they do have to cut here just like Funko. But I'm looking at Nightmare Bonnie over here. So I did get two Nightmare Bonnies for the fact that he looked the most like the Funko one. So I'll be looking, so this one looks stupid, but this one actually looks really good. So I'll be looking at both of them at the same time. So, like, looking at the feet, in this little part is very accurate to the actual Funko plush. So far, the Bonnie and the Lolbit and Bonnet are the most accurate. So, they have the same details right here. The bow tie's made of the same material, like I said. The teeth, the same, like, pattern. And you see they have the same, like, thing. Nose, and the nose. Turn them around, they have the single little scratch on the back of their head. And even down to the ears. I don't know, these just very accurate. This one doesn't look any less accurate. I just like this one more because this one's head is facing, like, that way a little bit, when this one's isn't. So, if you do get these, the only problems that they might have, which I'll put the link in the description if I didn't say that already, but if you take a look at these, the only problems that they might have is just, their eyes being, like, crooked, but you can fix that because you can twist them, and their heads being looking a different way, which, if you know how to sew, you could put it back, or you can just kind of leave it be. But so far, all the ones I've seen, the only one that has a turned head is this one. None of my other ones have that, and this one, even then, is still barely facing that way. I'm just very attention to detail, so I don't like this one facing that way. But now let's get into sister location with Lolbit and Bonnet. So let's go there in 3, 2, 1. Boom. There's the sister location ones, and there's Turbo Granny. But the sister location ones, I'm gonna start off with the easier one to make, Bonnet, because it's just a Bonnie pattern with that body. So both of these, they look very good. But okay, so I'd say these are, like, the most accurate to Funko because they use the same pattern. They use embroidering everywhere. They use embroidering. It feels like the same fabric as the actual Bonnet plush. Can't be saying that because I don't have it. Let's take a look down here. So the bottoms are not filled with beads, but the bow tie, but these little buttons, it seems like one of them's, like, higher and less stitched, so there's little stuff poking through. Oh, and here's our first, like, detail that's not, the first pattern that's not close to Funko. So Funko's tail is they take a circle and they ladder stitch it and shut and make it like a ball. These guys, they just make kind of like that shape, and they just cut it out with fluffy fur so it looks like a ball. I'm pretty sure that's just because you can't really make a machine ladder stitch. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure that's why. I'm pretty sure that's also why they have workers do the back part, because machine can't do that. But yeah, it's very nice. The ears are very nice. You can see the little things on the side. Once again, a plastic nose. I don't really have something much to say about Bonnet because, well, it's Bonnet, but let's just move on to Lolbit over here. So these two Lolbits, I will say this is the better looking one. So I also got two Lolbits and two Bonnets. So looking at the purple, it does. So what was surprising me is it does have a tail, and this is printed on, this isn't, and this is. So it seems like they used a Lolbit plush to copy, because the pattern is exact to Lolbit, and the little things everywhere where there's printing, this plush is printing. So the ears not printing, this there's printing. I don't know why they did that, but because the freckles, they're sewn on, and the lips, they're glued on. But here and here, there's printing. You see the eyes, they're embroidered. Looks very nice. So it looks really good. Has little purple cheeks. A little speaker. This one's speaker looks kind of wonky. But this one's better. And they do have tiny dog noses, just like the actual Lolbit plush. And they all, like I said, all of them have the little hanger. And if you're wondering why I bought two of these guys, two Bonnets and two Nightmare Bonnies, I will turn one Bonnie, well, not really turn him into. In my videos, I'll have him, I might use him as Gabe's World's Bonnie, and the other one will be my Bonnie. And in the videos, I might make this one Slippy, or Slippy, and this one just Lolbit. And then I also might make, I might make this Bonnet into bonbon, and then this one just gave it his bonnet. Because I can either cut the pattern out of this one, or I can just color him entirely blue, which would be the lazy out, but I am lazy, so it'd probably be the way I do. This one, I just need to take blue felt and just put it like here, whatever. And then for the Bonnie, well, it's already a bootleg Bonnie, so I don't really need to do anything. I'm the good looking one is gonna be a Bonnie for my thing, and the bad looking one's gonna be Gabe's World because this is bootleg. But if you want to get these, like I said, link in description. Before I leave off the video, I gotta rank them. So Chica, 10 out of 10 because it looks exactly like the sand sheet. Shadow Freddy, 4 out of 10 because he's too dark and his pattern looks weird and his eyebrows are too big. Freddy, 3 out of 10 because his jaw's too big and I don't know why, but something looks wrong about him. This Bonnie right here, 10 out of 10, looks exactly like the Funko. This one specifically, 7 out of 10, he looks wonky. This little bit, 10 out of 10, also looks exactly like the Funko. This one, like an 8 out of 10, because this one has like this little printing part's messed up a little bit and stuff. This specific bonnet, I give it like an 8 out of 10. And this specific one, 10 out of 10. I'm not saying 10 out of 10 on these because like I like them. Well, I do, but I'm saying 10 out of 10 on accuracy. That's why I said it for this one, this one, this one, this one, because they're the most accurate. They look exact. If you put these two next to, if you cut the thing off and put those two next to each other and made this one bigger in like Photoshop, I could not tell the difference. But that was the review of the bootlegs from AliExpress. So, if you like my content, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And bye.